China's capital Beijing is dealing with a second wave of infections as a new cluster of cases have now put 500,000 people under lockdown. China imposed a strict lockdown in a province surrounding the capital to contain this fresh cluster. Anxin County, which is located about 150 kilometers from Beijing, will be fully enclosed and controlled. According to the county's Epidemic Prevention Task Force, only one person from every family will be allowed to go out once a day to purchase necessities such as food and medicine. These are the same strict measures that were imposed in Wuhan at the height of the pandemic earlier this year. The outbreak was first detected in Beijing's Xinfadi wholesale food market. The market, which supplies most of the city's fresh produce, sparked concerns over the safety of the food supply chain. Nearly a third of the cases have been linked to one beef and mutton section in the market. These new cases have prompted fears of a resurgence of virus in China. But the government is dealing with this second wave on a war footing. China has mass tested all markets, restaurant workers and delivery couriers over the past 2 weeks. Beijing has collected samples of a record 8.3 million people, also completing nucleic acid testing of 7.7 million. City's officials have also urged people not to leave Beijing. Schools in Beijing have been closed and residential compounds have been locked down to curb the spread of the novel coronavirus. For more on that, our correspondent Patrick Falk gets us this ground report.
Well, good morning to you. It's, by all accounts, really getting better and better by the day. The latest figures, as we've seen, show that there have only been 12 new cases in China across the country in the last 24 hours. That will be a positive sign for authorities indeed. 5 of those 12 were imported cases. 7 of them, the ones that were locally infected cases, were all in the capital, where we have had this second wave, the second outbreak, if you like. But that number is still a decline compared to what we've seen in previous days. It has more or less hovered around that figure for around a week now. And as you say, there's been mass testing going on in the capital. No stone is being left unturned, if you like. They've already tested around a third of Beijing's population of 22 million people, and that is still continuing, which is remarkable in many ways. As we've said many times before, when it comes to the capital, China's capital, the political heart of the country, the restrictions and testing and so on and so forth is perhaps taken all that more seriously here. But certainly the sense of fear that there was a week ago, when there was still worry that this outbreak might spread further and, get more serious, that's largely gone away. And so far, there have been just over 300 cases reported in Beijing.